Today, I will give you some important points from the book known as Atomic Habits. It is written by James Clear. The effects of small habits compound over time. Habits are the compound interest of self improvement. Improving one person isn't particularly notable, sometimes it isn't even noticeable also, but it can be far meaningful, especially in the long run. Now, I tell you how it works. If you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you will end up 37 times better by the time you are done. Conversely, opposite of it, if you get 1% worse each day for 1 year, you will decline nearly down to zero. Massive success requires massive action. Actually, the inverse is true. Small improvements accumulate into remarkable results. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. Whether it is losing weight, building a business, writing a book, winning a championship, or achieving any other goal, we put pressure on ourselves to make some earth shattering improvement that everyone will talk about. A slight change in your daily habits can guide your life to a very different destination, whether it may relate it to a fitness or achieving success in business. According to author, instead of only concentrating on goals, make a system. Goals are about the result you want to achieve. And what is system? Systems are about the process that lead to those results. Getting fit is our goal, but eating nutritious food and workout is a system. According to author, goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. Goals are directly related to result, but system is related to process. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game, but the purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. We often expect our progress to be linear. We want immediate result, but the results of our efforts are often delayed. And what happens? We get disappointment. And value of disappointed, you can see in the chart, there's a value of disappointment comes where people feel discouraged after putting in weeks or months of hard work without experiencing any results. For example, if you start exercising and in a week you want your weight to be lost by 2 kg or 3 kg or 5 kg, it's not possible. If you keep on working hard with consistently, you get result, but it takes some time. So what happens? Value of disappointment starts and people give up. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision, but as the decision is repeated, a habit sprouts and grows stronger. Roots entrench themselves and branches grow. The task of breaking a bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak within us. You can't uproot a powerful oak or a tree easily. And the task of building a good habit is like cultivating a delicate flower one day at a time. It takes time. There are two types of habits. One is outcome based, another is identity based. In outcome based, we focus on changing results. But in identity based, we focus on changing beliefs or self image. To change your behavior for good, you need to start believing new things about yourself. You need to build identity based habits. Imagine how we typically set goals. We might start by saying, I want to lose weight or I want to get stronger. If you're lucky, someone might say, that's great, but you should be more specific, okay? Imagine two people resisting a cigarette. When offered a smoke, the first person says, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. It sounds like a reasonable response, but this person still believes they are a smoker who is trying to be something else. But another person says that I am not a smoker. His belief in his mind that he is not smoker and that is true identity based habit. Changing your identity is a two-step process. Number one, decide the person you want to be. Number second, prove it to yourself with small wins. The most effective way to change your habit is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. True change is identity change, not behavior change. The goal is not to read a book, the goal is to become a reader. To change our habit, there are certain times where we have to decide. Like you can see here, either you can decide to go to a gym and work out and remain fit, or you can waste your time in playing video games or any other game. Second, either you can eat healthy, nutritious food and remain fit, or you can eat junk food and become obese. According to author, the science of how habits work depends on four simple steps. Number one is cue, number second craving, number third response, and number four reward. Cue, it triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. Craving, they are the motivational force behind every habit. Response is the actual habit you perform, which can take the form of a thought or action. Rewards. Rewards are the end goals of every habit. Okay, I will explain you with the help of example. Cue, your phone buzzes with a new email messages. Okay. Craving, you want to see the content of the message. Your brain craves to see the message. Response, you grab your phone and read the text. And what is reward? You satisfy your craving to read the message. According to author, how to create a good habit. He has given simple steps to create a good habit. First law, cue, make it visible. Second law, craving, make it attractive. Third law, response, make it easy. And fourth law, reward, make it satisfying. Another way to track your habit is you can make habit scoreboard. Make a list of your daily habits. Ask yourself, is this a good habit, a bad habit, or a neutral habit? If it is a good habit, write plus next to it. If it is a bad habit, write minus. If it is neutral habit, write equal to. For example, waking up early in the morning, pressing snooze button of alarm, watching mobile as soon as you get up from the bed, weighing your weight, brushing your teeth, eating junk food, playing video game, or smoking. You can give points to all these habits, whether it is plus, minus, or equal to. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, shown us an implementation intention strategy. Okay, you can create implementation intention is a strategy which can be used to pair a new habit with specific time and location. Okay, for example, the implementation intention formula is I will behavior at time in location. With for example, I will meditate for 15 minutes at 7 am in my garden. Another example is I will exercise for 1 hour at 5 pm in my local gym. So here you have given the time, duration and the place. Another way to build a new habit is habit stacking. Okay. One of the best way to build a new habit is to identify a current habit you already do each day and then stack your new behavior on top. This is called habit stacking. For example, after current habit, I will new habit. For example, after I drink my cup of coffee each morning, I will meditate for 15 minutes. You can also insert new behavior into the middle of your current routine. For example, you may already have a morning routine that look like this. Wake up, make up my bed, take a shower. Let's say you want to develop the habit of reading more each night. You can expand your habit stack and try something like wake up, then make my bed, place a book on my table, take a shower. So now whenever you climb into bed each night, a book will be sitting on the table waiting for you to enjoy. According to author, the second law, make it attractive. He has given one technique that is known as temptation bundling. Pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. Okay, after current habit, I will habit I need. After habit I need, I will habit I want. I'll explain it with the help of an example. After I pull out my phone, I will do 10 burpees. That is, I need. And after I do 10 burpees, that is need, I will check Facebook that I want.